everybody, back down on the beach. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the beach. We're here looking for some rocks and I already see our first beach Jasper of the day. I guess it's a kind of a Jasper-y year already for me, so let's have a look. So here's this little guy sitting here. Lots of green. I haven't picked it up yet, but I could just tell that this one was going to be worth picking up. A lot of you get a little upset with me because I pass over some of the pretty Jaspers, and so that's a good one. Either we'll cut it or we'll share it or something. Let's keep going. Well, it just doesn't seem like a beach hunt unless I find one of the preppable spiral shells. You can see the tip is there. This is the bottom down here, and oftentimes they're agatized. Might have a look at that closer. A little training of the eyes. Here we have a partial pectin. Always can tell by that zigzagginess going on there. They get to be pretty big, like palm-sized. Look at this guy. So it would help if I had it in focus for you guys. Some neat calcification or calcite going on inside this spiral shell. Still encased in the matrix, but we're getting like the X-ray view through the stone. Pretty cool. The sun came out. You can start seeing the agates. It's funny how hard they are to see until maybe you just got the little bit of backlighting, and then they start kind of popping. A little bit of Oregon coast sunshine. It's helpful when that thing is there too. Look how nice this is, already tumbled by the ocean. The world's best tumbler, I'm telling you, when people ask me. Here's a concretion still in the wall, or in the reef as it were. What do you think that is? It's something. Right next to our little concretion dude, we have the first of one of these this year. These are always my favorite. I mean, I don't know which is better, an agatized spiral shell or a bone. Not sure. I love it when there's just nice kind of still little tide pools. We've got some bull kelp, and here's a little anodara cluster and some pretty nice condition. Feels like home. Well, it is. And here's a piece of Torito wood. I think a few of you got very upset at me for throwing some of this back last time too, but I'll tell you, one of the reasons why I do that is that we have a limited amount that we can pick up each year, and I'm always hoping that the next fossil rock like this that I turn over is gonna have a great big fossil in it of something amazing, like the crab or maybe a nautiloid or something like that. Wouldn't that just be tragic if perhaps I had already cashed in all of my hunting allocation and then I found something really good, I don't know, it'd be worth cheating then, right? Nah, not me. I'll just reserve it. There's some more, it looks like a pea pod, but it's actually an anodar, or rather, I'm sorry, some teredo wood. And of course we've got this kind of, oh, where'd it go? Yeah, spiral shell there, it goes up to there. There's the bottom. It's this guy here. Something, maybe some wood in there. This guy here, another Calicantharis carlsoni, I believe, and probably pretty well preserved in that matrix. There's this guy sitting over here, it could be nothing. Yeah, just the way that the rocks had congealed. Here, come sit with me. Here's our first bones on the beach today. And that's in a pretty big concretion. And this has been here for a while. Look at that. It's for sure bone. Who do you suppose is in there? Could just be a couple little lumps, who knows? If I was a bone, I'd want to park it with this view too, I think. Not bad. Never gets old to see the big plates of these Anodara, big old death plate. Just a size reference for you. It's a big mass die-off, and this whole reef is just made of different die-offs with different groupings of kinds of shells. Lots of history. Now this is more like it when I was talking about big pectins. Woo! Those were some big ones. Nice trace fossil there. Anadoris. Is that a little steinkern? Macaroni. You know what to do. So many different patterns to discombobulate the eyes. So pretty. Mini mass die-off there. Another pectin trace. The tide is surging in. Here she comes. I think these are crepidula, something along those lines. And you can see there's a glistening pocket in there of some nice calcite replacement. It's pretty cool. A whole lot about rock hounding seems to be knowing what you're looking for, on account that, or at least recognizing what you're looking for. It's pretty tough finding something that you don't know how to recognize. And so being able to slow down and lay your eyes on a lot of stuff really helps. And then you know when it's a piece of basalt and not a ginormous blue-black agate, or a piece of sandstone instead of that ginormous and beautiful bone that you're looking for. Just get out there, look around, put your eyes on stuff, and the finds will come. But you got to get out there, right? Okay. Like, is a small piece of Torito that's super duper cute a Cheeto? I think that there's some interesting mineral replacement in there too. We'll take this little guy home and have a closer look. Might be a catch and release. Boop. Is this another one next door? No, Jasper. It's this little guy. Just a little. Oh, that's not even something. So this is wood, and you can see there's just a bunch of silicate replacement in there in that void. This guy is a through and through. Looks like Oreo cookie in there. And see if I can get you close enough to see the grains. That's kind of interesting. Gotta wonder what kind of wood that is. It's pretty old. Someone asked me about this that appeared in another video, and there's a lot of interest in galaxy stone these days. That's what some people call it. And it's amygdaloidal basalt that contains, some kind of replacement mineral like a agate or calcite, or it just depends on the region. And so we have quite a bit of it here on the beach. And so if you're seeing that, if that's catching your eye in some of the shots, then that is what you're looking at. And we have a lot of it. Here's an empty piece. So here's a piece of common basalt without any of that pretty replacement. And then right over here we have this guy here. And so if it gets replaced by agate, then we have a bunch of little agates that are born in that little piece of mother rock. And other possibilities for other minerals are there as well. Looks like a little jellyfish bubble. Another one of these super fast jellyfish agates. All of that going on just caught my eye. It's a pretty cool spiral shell with some little bivalves next to it. It's a fancy fossil. I was just thinking, my bone goggles weren't tuned very good, but here we go. There's you a fairly large vert sitting there like a pebble. Nice. Let's get a little closer. Who wants to get closer? You can see how much that would look like sandstone just sitting there. Let's get back out. But yeah, and then you can see where the processes, I'm not sure the plural, come out. So it's for sure, but boy, that one almost got away. Woohoo! I'm always so happy to find these guys, the beautiful ancient seagoing mammals leaving their gifts behind on the beach for us. Woohoo! Alas, the sun goes down on our adventure on the beach today, although we will be back and we'll check out some of the stuff that we found in the studio. So I'll see you back there. Bye for now. Welcome to the studio. Here we have this incredible chunk of bone that we found down on the beach. It looks to be a vertebrae or a vertebra, given we've got the process areas here and facets here. And it doesn't look like those were very large, so this might be one of the smaller verts on the column of the animal it belonged to. And looking at the size, we've got 2.8 inches here, or almost 3, and in millimeters, that's about 71 and a half. So just to give you a scale reference, I think a large male is about 44 millimeters, and that would be one of the larger bones like the lumbar. And so as far as the vertebrae go, and so this is, approaching twice that, and we're looking at maybe even one of the smaller bones on the column. So that kind of gives you a size reference of what the animal might have been sized like. And so we're talking a marine mammal, perhaps a large sea lion ancestor, a porpoise, maybe even a whale. And so this is looking like 87 in millimeters, or about, there we go, about 3.5 almost inches across. Nice fist-sized vert, a beautiful bone. Who did it belong to? What's your guess? You guys probably remember this interesting piece of wood. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a look at it through the microscope. First of all, there is a lot going on in here, and it is beautiful. Towards the center of the frame, you can see what looks to be cellular structure, kind of a lacy xylem. That'll be fun to look at under better magnification. Towards the bottom of the picture, you can see the wood grain in the blackish blue material there, and then you can see pores that are kind of oval that are filled with the silicates. I think that the silicate replacement in this wood is just gorgeous, and so that's very exciting as well. And now moving towards the center of the frame, you can see actual vug area that has a silicate replacement that is looking a lot like agate, because it looks to have not only botryoidal but also fortification style lines in there.
It'll be exciting to get a closer look at this and find out exactly what kind of wood we're looking at. That'll be in a future video or live stream, so definitely stay tuned for a better look at this guy. Thank you for hanging out with me on the beach, taking in the killer views, walking around and finding amazing things. As always, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more of this. Stick around for the live stream and we will see you on the beach.